maybe like pedophiles, they're like a special breed of criminals. Like these are the types of criminals that literally they just want to get caught. They actually want to go to jail. Like they're
trying to have sex with minors.
right.
That's what you were trying to do today. Okay, so how do you explain
This
your way
man
out of it,
is.
John?
Why is you capping? You on
What's your
camera?
last name?
We have text messages. We have cameras. We have decoys. We have everything. Literally, we have a paper trail.
Figure that I'm on my own. There's no sense for me to quit. What you saying? We don't know. I'm just trying to reach my goals. Heard you snitching, saying that so you can't hang with me no more.
What's up, guys? Chris with Productions, and I'm back with another amazing video, man. Now today, we got best of Chris Hansen's Predator bus in Michigan. Now this was uploaded by the Law and Crime Network. It already has 1.4 million views and it was posted 5 months ago. Now I already know who Chris Hansen is, and I've already seen a couple of his episodes. I think I've seen some reactions by some other people. So we can go ahead and see what's going on, and without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started.
What were you going to do at Home Depot?
Buy paint.
Buy paint. And so on the way to Home Depot to buy paint, you decided to pop in and have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
Explain this.
Apparently.
What's happening tonight?
Being stupid.
Being stupid. Well, Mike, there's something you need to know.
I'm Chris Hansen.
And I'm doing a story on adults.
Trying to meet children online for sex.
True Blue
Chris
presents
Hansen.
Takedown with Chris Hansen.
I hope this video didn't get taken down. Copyright.
What? No, it's not. Hurry up! Come on! You would just get in here.
That's the girl.
Come here, buddy. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here.
Oh.
Nice and easy. I didn't do nothing. That's right.
You got a lock code on
This
your
one's in
phone?
custody.
Tom,
Yeah.
you got a lock code on your phone?
Got him soon as he ain't even walked through the door. He already getting taken down.
George.
He didn't even get a chance to walk through the door.
One of my guys in your pocket.
100%.
I have a knife.
So this is him?
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What's happening tonight?
Being stupid.
Being stupid.
What do you mean by being stupid?
Lonely and made a bad decision.
Lonely and
I should have drove
abandoned.
by and went to Burger King and went home with my son.
What's your name?
Tom
Tom, what's your last name?
Bates.
Bates. And how old are you, Tom?
At 45.
45. And how old was the girl you were here to see tonight?
She said she was 15, I believe.
15.
Yeah, but I wasn't going to do anything with her.
You weren't going to do anything with her?
No.
Then why did you come here?
Man, why do they always say that, bro? You already caught red-handed. You might as well just fess up. They always talking about something. I wasn't going to do anything with her. So then what were you going to do, sir? Were y'all going to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Was that what was going to happen? Y'all were going to play chess, checkers, what? What y'all going to do? What? Y'all was going to play Uno together? What? Y'all was going to sit down, turn on some YouTube and watch some Crispy Productions? That's what's going to happen.
Tell her, I was going to ask her, I was kind of getting to the point where, I mean, I was lonely. I wasn't going to do anything.
You weren't going to do anything. You're just going to come over here and read her a bedtime story?
No.
Right.
Watch a little football?
No.
Right.
I was actually on my way to Burger King
Burger King.
to get my son.
To get your son. How old is your son?
He's 14.
So instead of going to Burger King to get your son, you came to meet up with the little girl. Your priorities are messed up, sir.
Me and him for dinner and just stopping here and
Just
sort
to
of thing.
have sex with a 15-year-old girl?
I was not going to have sex
Well,
with her.
come on, Tom. I've seen the transcripts, the chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was not.
man.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. I know it looks bad, but
Why would I possibly... Looks bad. It's very
It is bad.
specific about what you want to do with this girl who you believe to be 15.
Let me hear it. What do you say?
Sexual acts.
What did he say?
You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
What am I
I want to
do
know
with
what he
this?
said.
I'm hoping you believe me that I wouldn't do anything.
But explain to me
It was just flirtation.
why I should believe you.
Why are you flirting
I've
with the
never done it
15?
before.
You
Who
never...
flirts with somebody that does not and doesn't plan to do anything with them? That doesn't make any sense. I was just gonna flirt with her. It was just flirtation. Why are you flirting with the girl? With the that isn't that illegal to? My bad. I keep hitting this freaking microphone because it's so close. But isn't that illegal to flirt with the underage girl? So like even if it was just flirting, you know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't help your case at all, sir.
Done it before. When I run your criminal history, what will I find, Tom?
A whole lot of
minor in possession.
Yes, alcohol.
Have you ever chatted with an underage girl before?
No.
So tonight, out of all the nights in your 45 years, you decide to get online and chat up a 15-year-old girl in a sexually charged conversation, leaving your 14-year-old son at home, and you pop in here, all wound up, ready to go.
Check his bag or his pocket. I bet you got some condoms in there.
Did you bring condoms?
No.
Yes, he
Are
did.
there condoms in your car?
Absolutely not.
So
Yes,
you were
there
just going
are.
to have sex with her without...
I was not going to have sex with her.
He's a liar, bro.
Do you see why I have a hard time believing that?
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, but I'm honest.
If you're that honest, why are you here? Why didn't you just go to Burger King, get your son a Whopper, and head home?
I wish I had.
Now you're here telling
I'm
me
sure
a
you
Whopper
did.
of the story. You think it's funny?
I do not.
So then why are you laughing?
What do you think should happen to you?
You should go to jail.
I don't know.
You should go to jail.
It's a
Because you're
crime.
disgusting. Because you're disgusting, bro.
For a living, Tom.
I do a heating and air conditioning for the state of Michigan.
Heating and air conditioning.
I work for downtown.
So you work for
You work for the
HVAC.
state?
Yes.
Doing what exactly?
I maintain the office buildings at the Capitol complex. For the,
So you work for the state of Michigan?
yes, I do.
Do
Yeah,
you have
that
to
job
pass
is gone.
background checks for that work?
Yes, I do. I was getting the governor's residence.
Yeah,
When I was
that
in a
job
different
is gone.
zone.
So you used to go in the governor's residence
Yes.
to work on heating and cooling.
Yes.
And here you are
That job is
tonight,
I
gone.
know. I messed up.
trying to meet a
That job
15-year-old
is
girl.
gone, bro. Yep. You should have thought about that, bro.
I know.
You
Are you
should have
married?
thought about that.
My wife passed away a year ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Cancer.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And you ain't never gonna be able to see your son.
I've never.
Or
really
if
been
you do
cancer.
see your
I was
son-
lonely, horny. I don't know.
Can't you just go to a bar or meet girls your
Word.
own age? Or
Word.
can't you just go to a bar or some other social setting or
I've
meet
seen
women
some-
Go to
your
a
own
strip
age?
club,
You're seeing
bro.
somebody.
I am. I just started dating, and
How are you going to explain this to her?
I don't know.
He was
Your son?
planning that he didn't have to.
I'm hoping I don't have to.
What did
Right.
you bring with you tonight?
Just my wallet, and I don't even have enough money to pay her. That was what she wanted. I didn't have the money to pay her.
But here's the problem, Tom. If you weren't going to do anything, why even mess with it in the first place? Why
To me,
even
it was
pop
just
in?
flirtation.
Flirtation. Flirtation is for online and teasing.
Right.
That's kind of what I want.
Showing
I kept
up.
asking her.
Showing up is more than flirtation.
That's why I didn't lie. I just wanted her to show me, and I was gonna leave.
I don't buy it.
Okay, I understand.
He's so nonchalant
Tom, there's
about it,
something
like he's not an actual he's not an actual predator though. Like he's not actual. He's so nonchalant about it, like the police ain't already get you, and they ain't all like yo, like I mean, I guess you already in trouble. You already done went through the ringer, so ain't no point in freaking out and doing the extras now. But at this point, bro, like at least have some type of remorse. At least have some type of I don't know, bro, but he shouldn't be acting like this. He
You
should
know.
not be acting like this.
I'm Chris Hansen, and I'm doing a story on adults trying to
all
meet
on camera. Yeah.
children online for sex.
Yeah.
What do you think should happen to you?
Yeah, you on TV now. What's up?
You're in a
Your
big
mama
trouble here.
gonna see this.
What's the best thing you can say in your defense?
I'm sorry.
What should happen to you? I mean, help me out here.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No other explanation you want to give?
I don't know.
Okay.
Lock him up and throw away
Tom,
the
you're free
key.
to leave with these people right over there.
Lock him up and throw away the key. You could have been at Burger King getting you a nice little Whopper, but instead, here you are, going to jail.
Tom was a bit of a sad story, telling me that his wife died a little more than a year ago and he was lonely. But while you can feel some empathy for that in that situation, it doesn't excuse going to a place to meet a 15-year-old girl after a sexually charged conversation. It just doesn't. And so now this state employee here in Michigan is going to have to face the music in court.
We're back at the motel with our decoys who've been chatting with potential predators for days. The man chatting with a decoy identifying herself as a 14-year-old girl is Michael Lee Lott. The decoy says, "You okay with younger girls?" Lott says, "Okay." "How old are you?" 14, I'll be 15 Christmas. Had to lie to post the ad. After the decoy sends Lott a photo he's anxious to meet.
Like, she's literally still kind of considered a tween. Like, she's not even considered a teenager for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? 13, 14. Like, yeah, she like a teenager, but she's not, she hasn't even really came into herself yet. She's still discovering what she likes and all this extra stuff. She hasn't even been able to really, like, form her own identity yet.
When he arrives, Lott is arrested by the ghost team.
What can you talk about with her? As a grown man with a 14-year-old, what can you say to her? What can you do with her? What are y'all interactions supposed to be? Got him.
Relax. Hey, just relax, buddy. You're good. Just relax. Hey, lay down right here. Lay down right here. What's your name? All the way down. Not on your head. Good work. Hey, what's your name? Mike? I'm Jason. You're gonna be all right, okay? You got anything in your pockets that's gonna hurt me? Cut me, scare me? All right, what do you got in your pockets?
He's read his rights. And then I get a chance to ask him questions.
They go from one room to the other.
How's it going?
Good.
I'm gonna have you move over to that bed right there. Have a seat.
Yeah, just turn back around and look that way. Yeah.
What was your plan here?
I didn't really know because I thought this was what this was.
You thought, what was this?
Like a sting, maybe.
A sting, maybe. What
If you thought it was a sting, then why did you pull up? You stupid. It's just stupidity. Maybe like pedophiles, they're like a special breed of criminals. Like these are the types of criminals that literally they just want to get caught. They actually want to go to jail. Like,
because she said she was 19 and then 15.
She said she was 19.
Well, she in the ad thing says she was 19 and then she's like 15 and then she's gonna turn 14.
Yeah, what she said was she was gonna be 15 in December, but she's 14
Christmas,
now.
right? And then I was like, something just don't sound right.
The chats don't lie, and one of the crimes committed here occurs in the chat. That's the first element of criminal activity.
But you came here anyway.
I was just gonna check.
You were just gonna check?
Yeah.
And so what
check
was your
what?
plan?
What do you mean you were going to check? What do you mean you are going to check? Check for what? What are we checking for?
So you just decided to go for a ride today. You're in...
Actually, I'm on my way to Home Depot, too.
You were on your way to Home Depot.
Yeah.
What were you going to do at Home Depot?
Buy paint.
Buy paint. And so on the way to Home Depot to buy paint, you decided to pop in and have sex with a 14-year-old girl.
I wasn't going to have sex with her.
You weren't going to have sex with her.
bro.
I have heard no less than 100 times, probably 300 times in reality. I didn't mean it. I wasn't going to do anything. I'm going to get help. I just was here to check on her. I wanted to see if it was real. I was going to tell her parents. It's all BS.
Yeah.
What were you going to do?
That's the
see how
famous
old
last
she actually
words.
was. If she was, I was going to ask her for proof when I got here. See if she had a license or whatever. She didn't have a license. If she was really 15, I was going to bounce. But
you were going to bounce.
If she was older than 18.
If the girl is telling you that she's 14 turning 15, then there shouldn't have been any pulling up to begin with. Talking about if she was 15, I was going to bounce. She already said she was 15. Why do you need to check? Why do you need to make sure? If I'm talking to a girl online, and I'm 18 now, so this rule really applies to me now. If I'm talking to a girl online, the second I get the feeling that I'm talking to a girl that's younger than 16 or 17, the second I get that feeling, bro, you cut off. You cut off, bro. You cut off. I don't got time. I don't got time, bro. I'm on a roll right now. I got big dreams. I got big things that I'm planning, bro. And I don't got time to be dealing with nothing that I don't got. I just don't got time.
Ask because she said she squirted. I've never seen it before. I was gonna ask her to see if I could see that.
Squirted. What do you mean by squirted?
Like, I don't know, like a girl gets off and she like ejaculates outside or whatever.
So you thought, well, on the way to Home Depot, why not stop and see this girl perform this sexual act?
Right.
And what were you supposed to be painting today?
But outside my house, I don't know where my phone is, but.
The outside of your house?
Yeah, you got.
What color were you going to paint it?
Graphite charcoal.
Graphite charcoal. And you're the homeowner?
Yeah.
That's some to-do list.
Yeah.
Okay,
that
honey,
is
I'm
something
going
to
the
do.
Home Depot to get graphite gray paint to paint the house. You take care of the 3 kids.
Wait,
on the way, I'm going to stop by and see a 14-year-old girl to have sex or watch her perform a sex act.
It's insane.
Who does that? I mean, this guy, obviously. But you're talking about somebody who's 32 years old and a corrections officer in a state prison.
Oh, yeah, CEO?
A lawman in his own right. If you can't tell right from wrong after monitoring inmates all day, every day, 40 plus hours a week, then what other example do you need to stay straight?
Right.
And yet this guy does it anyway?
Exactly.
What else has he done? What would he have done in addition to this had he not been caught? That's the fear.
Yeah.
Do you live with anybody else?
He looked like a CEO now that I'm looking at him.
Your wife and kids. And how old are your children?
9, 6, and 9, 7, and 8. 9, 7, and 5.
So your
You
oldest...
don't even know the age of your own kids. That just that.
You do.
Them kids need to get taken. And why is it always that the pedophiles got kids? Why do pedophiles always have a family at home? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. So like when you look at your kids, you get aroused. Is that what happens? When you look at your 9, 7, and 5-year-olds, you get turned on. Is that what happens?
Other than the girl you were going to come see here today. Correct?
Right.
And you're okay with that?
No.
Yes.
I was really going to ask her to see her ID. Because if you raise it,
you honestly could have just texted her that. You honestly could have just texted her, yo, just send me your ID. Send me if you got an ID. You don't got to pull up. There was no reason to pull up.
For proof of her age.
You did?
Yes.
And what do you think your wife is going to say about this?
Oh, you got a wife?
Wouldn't be happy.
No.
I'm pretty sure she's on a divorce.
Mike what?
Lot.
And how old are you, Mike?
32.
32.
32
And have you ever been in
insane.
trouble before?
No, never.
Have you ever been caught by police before?
Nope, nothing.
Have you ever tried to solicit a girl who was underage before?
No.
So you just today decided that on the way to Home Depot to get graphite colored paint to paint your house where your wife and 3 children live, you'd stop here to see a 14-year-old girl.
Right.
Why did you think that was okay?
I really was going to ask her for proof of her ID or something, but...
You see why that doesn't make sense, right?
I understand.
It doesn't make sense at all.
I've heard that story so many times, Mike.
No, I get it. I totally understand.
Why should I believe you?
Sure, I don't know. I really don't know.
Nothing shocks me anymore. The backstory, the kids, the wife, the relationships. It's what I call the collateral damage. And it's perhaps the second most alarming thing besides the victimization of a child here.
Right. It's not like these are just a bunch of lonely men that have never felt affection. You feel me? Like these aren't just a bunch of you know what I'm saying? Like Y'all got wives. Y'all got people that, you feel me? I like to say this, bro. Women are everywhere. Girls are everywhere, bro. There will never be a shortage of women. There will never be a shortage of females, bro. There is crawl. America is crawling with females. You know what I'm saying? If you can't find one right here, there's some over here. You can't find some over here, there's some over here. You can't find some over here, there's some over here. You just gotta know where to look. You can find them anywhere, bro. Pedophilia, rape, any sexual assault of any sort. It's not the answer at all, bro. It's not the answer at all, bro. I don't get raping. I don't get pedophilia. I don't get these things. What drives a man to the point where they feel like they have to take someone's innocence? You know? You can it's so easy to get a girlfriend. It's so easy. You just gotta build yourself up. You gotta know who you are. You gotta create your own personal, what's the word that I'm looking for? You know, create your own character traits. And then, you know, a girl will come along and she'll like you for who you are. You don't gotta put up a front. You don't gotta take advantage of her.
Involved in the collateral damage are victimized as well. And it's a hard thing to deal with. There's a whole issue there with, you know, the spouse, the children coming to grips with this. And how is it possible that my spouse would do this?
Right.
Without anybody knowing.
Right.
In the chat, you say, I want to eat your pussy.
That's...
Yeah.
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 Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
Like, go down on her.
You wanted to go down on her.
I thought she was lying by her. I didn't think she was lying.
You thought she was lying about her age, but she said...
She was lying about she was lying, because she said that she was lying about being 19. She did not say that she was lying about being 14 or 15. She was literally telling you straight up, hey, I know that the chat says that I'm 19, and I'm letting you know now, I'm 14 years old. She let you know explicitly, I am 14. But yet, you thought she was lying. Keep it so 100, bruh. Just keep it so 100.
14, and you wouldn't... She said she was 14 and wouldn't be 15 until December.
I didn't think she was telling me the truth.
What made you think? What
the
made
way
you
she
think?
was talking to me.
I know, but she couldn't have made it clearer, Mike.
Right.
Yeah, I understand.
You say, I want to f you hard.
Jesus Christ, boy. This is insane.
Explain.
And you a correctional officer.
Sex with her?
Yeah.
It's hard for me to believe, Mike, that this is your first rodeo.
It's
not.
not.
A lot of what I was saying, I wanted to see what she would say back, or a response back, to feel like, I don't know, feel like her responses, to see if what her responses would be.
Uh-huh.
Her responses would be.
Yeah,
so you was just testing her. You was trying to feel out the water. You was trying to see just what she would say back, huh? You was just playing. That's basically what you trying to tell me. You was just playing. You was just it was just a prank. Is that what's going on here? That's what you're leading with?
The way she was, I didn't really believe.
But she told you how old she was.
Explicitly.
Right.
You saw pictures?
Huh.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah, 2. And what did the pictures show you, Mike?
Her sitting there with 3 fingers up.
3 fingers up. So she was obviously telling the truth about where she was, who she was. It doesn't make sense that you would think that she was lying about her age.
Because he knew that she wasn't. He knew what he was trying to do.
I've obviously learned my lesson now.
You've learned your lesson now.
Oh, yeah.
Now you
You're not
learned the
going to ever
lesson.
do this again.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Uh-huh.
No.
But it took this for you to learn the lesson.
It shouldn't even been no lesson to
All right, I
learn.
need you to be honest with me. How many times have you done this before?
How many times have I...
Met an underage girl online?
Never.
Never.
Honestly, never.
You was
So
a
what
liar,
made you
bro.
do it today?
When I seen the pictures,
Uh-huh.
she didn't look 15. Got her ass at 19.
Uh-huh.
And then the way she was talking to me, I didn't think she was 15. And I wanted to see for myself if she was really 15. I actually almost wanted to call the police and say that she was doing this.
You wanted to call the police and report
You
her.
was going to call the police on her. Man, when you get in front of the police, just stop talking, bro. Like, this whole interrogation, he should have just said, I don't want to answer no questions. Because you just making yourself look worse than you already look, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
What would have happened, Mike, if I wasn't here, if the police weren't here, and just you and the girl were here?
I wouldn't have had sex with her.
Right.
I wouldn't have.
Come on.
I would not have had sex with her.
Right.
So you're just going to watch her
Yeah, probably, yeah.
pleasure herself.
Right.
What?
And then go off and get the paint and go back home to your wife and 3 children and paint the house.
Right.
Right.
Would you have told anybody? Would you have taken pictures?
No.
No, that would be wrong,
This
right?
guy is
Okay to solicit a 14-year-old girl online, but the rest of it's wrong. Well, Mike, there's something you need to know.
Let him know.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Yup.
And we're doing a story on adults trying to
You
meet
all
children.
up on camera how
online
you
for sex.
feel.
Right.
Is there anything else you want people to know?
No.
What do you say to your wife and family about this?
I'm sorry for doing this.
Hmm?
I'm sorry for doing this.
You're sorry for doing this.
Yeah.
What do you think should happen now?
I've learned my
Take him
lesson.
to jail.
You learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Do you think you should go to jail?
Yes. He know deep in.
Well, I've never done anything wrong before.
This is wrong, right?
Yeah. So
You did this.
I did.
You solicited an underage girl for sex, right?
Right.
No questions.
No.
You did it.
Yep.
And you know that's a felony.
No.
You're a
against
correctional
the law.
officer, but you don't know this felony.
What do you do for a living?
I'm actually, I work in a prison.
You work in a prison.
Yeah.
Which prison, Mike?
Carson.
And I hope they send him to the same prison that he was working at, so that all them little inmates that he was talking down, because you know that you know for a fact he was talking crazy to at least one of them inmates. He was talking crazy. He was being mean, being rude to at least one of them inmates. You know that they don't mess with him in there. Put him in that same prison. I want to see what happens to him. I want to see how they treat him. I want to see what they do to him. Not only was you all up in here talking like you was big dog, but on top of that, you in here with us for pedophilia? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's open season, buddy. It's duck season. That's what it is right now.
Carson Prison.
Yeah.
Is that a state prison?
Yeah.
And what do you do in the prison?
I monitor inmates.
Monitor inmates. Are you a corrections officer?
Yeah.
So you're a corrections officer monitoring inmates, some of whom likely are in there for being predators.
Right.
Right.
And here you are getting caught by me being a predator.
Right.
Don't you think that's a little ironic?
Extremely ironic.
The next stop for you could be in the same prison where you used to work.
It should definitely be.
What do you think they're going to do to you if you go to prison, Mike?
No idea.
Do you think they're going to like that?
No.
You know, they
Yeah.
watch my shows in prison.
When he said he worked in a prison as a corrections officer monitoring inmates, I was a bit taken aback. I mean,
Right.
we've seen people involved in law enforcement and military get caught in these investigations in the past, but it's not as frequent. And so, yeah, it blew me away a little bit.
How long have you been a prison corrections officer?
A couple of years.
A couple years of
And did you have to go through a
experience.
background
You're still
check?
doing this.
Yes.
And what specifically do you do the Carson prison?
Just monitoring.
Monitoring.
That's it.
And are you friends with the other corrections officers?
Not really. No.
Not really. What do you think they're going to think about this?
You're gonna be the laughing stock of the staff, bro. When we in the break room, bro, we're gonna be talking about you. We're gonna have your video on repeat, cuz. We're gonna have your video all up on the TV screen. We're gonna let the inmates watch it. We're gonna we're gonna put a flash drive in the TV and let them watch this on repeat, bro. So we can all laugh at you. Collectively.
Well, imagine being a corrections officer and finding out one of your fellow officers got arrested in a sting operation trying to have sex with an underage girl.
Exactly.
Of course they're going to be upset. You would expect them to be upset, disappointed. And who is this guy working among us who has this responsibility of overseeing inmates? And he is committing crimes himself?
Right.
That's shocking.
Anything else you want people to know? All right. Mike, you're free to go with these.
I'm the bad guy.
I'll grab them. I don't have radio, so I'll sit down.
Are you sorry?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Excuse me. What's the lesson in this?
Don't talk to little girls.
Only talking big one way.
Have you ever talked to other underage girls online?
I never talked to anyone.
Yes.
See, it's hard for me to believe, Mike, that you just woke up today and decided to do this. How did you even know where to go to find underage girls to speak to?
I've never talked to any underage girls.
Never.
He's lying.
Never.
So just today?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess?
I've never talked to
Oh,
anyone.
come on.
Shut up, Mike. Shut up, Mike.
You're
Shut up,
caught.
Mike.
You might as well be honest.
I
You
didn't
might
do
as
that.
well. Get him out of here.
Never talked to anyone.
Just
You're
get
a
him out of
corrections
here.
officer now being prosecuted for being a child predator.
Yep. Yep. See, they're so easy to sit up there and be nonchalant because ain't no real nothing happening to him yet. What they should do is, bro, have the clip of him getting arrested, right? Cut the cameras off, and then for like 15, 30 seconds, just let him get wailed on. Just let him get beat up real quick. Hit with batons, tased, everything. Just put that work in on him real quick. Get a bunch of pedophile victims together. Just wail on them. Just wail on them real quick for 30 seconds, and then let him go. And then let Chris Hansen talk to him, and we're gonna see how his attitude is after all that. We're gonna see how he acting. We're gonna see how sorry he is and what. Or maybe they should do that after the video. Like, let them know, like, yeah, like, you about to get beat up. Like, you about to get hurt. Like, you about to get tore up out here, bro. Like, for real.
What was in your mind that made you do this today? I don't know. But help me out here. Help me explain this. Help me understand what got you into this predicament.
He thought he can get away with it. He thought he can get away with it.
Come on.
I really don't know.
Were you? Am I supposed to read your mind?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Mm.
What are you going to do? How are you going to explain this to your wife?
No idea.
Just give me 1 second. They're gonna back right down. Right back in.
What does your wife do for a living?
She works at a school.
She's
Oh
a
my
teacher.
God, not a school.
She's not a teacher.
Teacher's aide?
Like something like that.
Now
Something.
imagine how her coworkers gonna look at her, knowing that she with you, and then she work with kids too, and she got kids, but she married the yo. This is just get worse and worse and worse, bro.
So you're a corrections officer in a prison. Mm-hmm. Your wife is a teacher's aide or assistant. Mm-hmm. And you're here today attempting to meet a 14-year-old girl.
And you didn't think about none of this before you did it.
Things don't look good for you.
At all.
All right. You're free to go.
Right this way, Mike.
Mike, come on.
What's going on?
All right, come on. Just come on back in.
No.
Camera off.
Relax.
All right, we're secure.
No, I'm not here. Not here to meet anybody else. Okay.
Hey, John.
I'm with cameras off. Okay. Hey, I'm gonna sit down.
John. John.
Turn around.
John. You came over here, John. And when you did that,
Nope. There's cameras right there.
I know
Why are you trying to walk away,
there's
bro?
cameras everywhere, John. John,
Why are you trying to walk away? You don't want to finish what you
you're
did?
not in charge here, John. That's the problem.
Perfectly legal.
No, you didn't.
Yo, this man is literally the main character, bro. Like, imagine being Chris Hansen. You can really say and do whatever you want because he's a pedophile. See, like, you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't gonna sit up here and, like, look for no sympathy. You can say and do, not say and do, but, like, you can really violate. I ain't gonna lie.
There was a discussion online about being 15, John. The cameras aren't going to get turned off, so that's not on the table. It's not on the table.
Don't get up, please.
Well, you don't have to authorize it because we're here covering the commission of an alleged felony.
No.
Yeah. So I've seen the transcripts. The person you were here to meet said they're 15. You acknowledged that.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
No, I did not.
John, I have seen the transcripts.
Okay,
Just,
do whatever you want.
okay, it's not what I think. You ask if you smell good.
Wow.
Dustin tells you he's 15.
Wow.
You talk about oral sex. There's a discussion
Wow.
about condoms.
Wow.
You say, I typically don't use condoms, if that's okay. What were you getting at?
He don't want to
He
face
clearly
it.
said he was 15. And you acknowledge that, and you infer that that might be too young. There's talk about where his parents are, if he's home alone. And what is this, John?
Ooh, what's that right there? Is that a
Explain this.
roofie? What's
Help
that?
me to understand what you were thinking here.
Is that alcohol?
Okay, no, you got to sit down. Yeah, you do.
Didn't get him.
Well, you don't have a choice here, John.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, actually. No, you don't. You do not.
An attorney.
All right? There's something you need to know.
Might as well
I'm
end it
Chris
here.
Hansen,
Chris Hansen.
and I'm a journalist,
Uh-huh.
television journalist, and I do stories on predators, alleged predators, trying to have sex with minors.
Right.
That's what you were trying to do today. Okay, so how do you explain
This
your way
man
out of
is.
it, John?
Why is you capping? You on
your
camera.
last name?
We have text messages. We have cameras. We have decoys. We have everything. Literally, we have a paper trail. We have a paper trail. Why do people get in these situations and start lying? Why? Talking about some nope. Shut up. Shut up. Not only do you look creepy, not only do you look disgusting, not only do you look weird, but now you look stupid. Now you look stupid. Well, you already did look stupid, but you're making yourself look more, you feel me? At least go out with a little bit of, at least go out with respect for Chris Hansen. At least go out like everybody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to deny it. Don't try to sit up here and act stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be a man about it. Be a man, bro. Just be a man, bro.
I'm not talking.
You have nothing more to say?
No.
Is there anything you want people to know?
Nope.
All right, well, there's some guys here.
Hello. So,
But that's not true, John.
okay.
What do you do for a living?
none of your business.
Well, it is actually, but if you have nothing further to say, then these guys would like to talk to you. All right? Anything else?
Nope.
You're sure?
Yep.
All right.
I'm giving you a chance, man. But they don't want to take it. Well, y'all, that's what happens when you talk to underage people online and you try to go and meet up with them. Not 9 times out of 10, but sometimes you don't get what you think you're gonna get. You think you're gonna meet up with some little unsuspecting teenager that don't know and that parents not home and all that extra stuff. Nah, you're really about to meet up with Chris Hansen. Nah, you're really about to be on TV. You feel me? For millions to see. For millions to sit back and watch as you get eviscerated online. Yep. That's what's gonna happen. So if I was you, if there's any predators, any pedophiles, any people of the sort watching me right now, just get a girlfriend, bro. Get a girlfriend and love her to death. Get a girlfriend and love her to death, man. Cause this life, this, I don't understand this. This is not gonna get you nowhere. There's no benefit. I don't understand. Anyway, man, if you guys like this video, it's pretty cool. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the post notifications, share this video with all of your friends. And to some guys, peace out.
You're not a speed bump, you're just an obstacle. And I'm trying to get everything straight, so stay out my business. I said it's not your business. Stay out my business. I'm trying to keep on winning. Stay out my business. I'm like, why is you winning?